सही है। थर्ड, सही है, डायनेस्टी। Was successful in establishing a stable and efficient administrative system. Second statement, the Sayyid dynasty marked an economic prosperity in medieval India. ये तो डायनेस्टी इतनी छोटी थी, प्रॉस्पेरिटी का तो मतलब ही नहीं बनता। रीजन इज इनकरेक्ट। चल नहीं रहा। खलजीज, Khalji ruler promoted trade and commerce, market administration. The Khalji dynasty implemented agrarian reforms and boost agricultural economy. ठीक है? Question number 5th. वो तो करेक्ट। लॉजिस्टिकली गलत था, जून में किया था। The Tughlaq period witnessed an increase in social and religious tolerance. Cultural and artistic development flourished during Tughlaq rule. Question number 7th. यार मैं सुन नहीं रहा हूँ कि अच्छा, people are not responding. What happened? Okay, Mamluk rulers in medieval India belong to which ethnic group? Mamluk rulers were Central Asian origin. The Central Asian origin of Mamluk ruler contributed to Turkish influence in Indian culture. ठीक है? Culturally, I was talking about कि भाई वहां के लोग आए तो यहाँ के कल्चर में भी बहुत फर्क पड़ा. Okay. The military faced significant challenges due to ठीक है. Yes. I told you, you should not party, you should not do this and that. है ना? हो रहा है? The questions asked in this time period are very generic in nature. Tughlaq rulers implemented agrarian reforms to boost agricultural productivity because water, this thing was done, irrigation works. The economic policy of Tughlaq contributed to increase revenue for the state. Yes, this is tricky. Policy is what right, but the point is, if we talk about in general, Tughlaq, Muhammad bin Tughlaq, then it was declining. But in general, that they were leading to increase in revenue. Yes. Mamluk dynasty rulers continued the administrative policies. ठीक है? The Mamluk dynasty introduced innovative administrative policies to strengthen governance, or they centralized it. Innovation was not a part of it. It was more into centralization. Without innovation. 13th. Lodis were Afghans. Struggled with the management of revenue collection from the agricultural lands. See, the rule itself was inefficient. यार अभी बच्चों का response, it's very slow ना? This is very slow. बच्चों को आ नहीं रहा क्या? There's a second part to it also. After the Vijayanagar, we'll be doing that also. Culture is left. Okay, the like Qutub Minars and all, and Sufis, Bhaktis is also left. So we'll include that also, as we did in the art and architecture. See, when you go through it again and again in art and architecture, it becomes easier when you understand the whole story holistically. It help you. इसका एक बार खुद ही देख लो. Is this 14th? We have done 14th also. No. Yes, 14th now, we are at 14th. Yes, 14th is saying which what? The Sayyid dynasty approach to religious matters was marked by Sayyid rulers actively promoted religious syncretion and tolerance. Sayyid dynasty religious policies aim to foster harmony among diverse communities. See, the point is you can bring changes in the society or rule the society when you are again the point is here 14th century we see Nizamuddin Auliya and Bakhtiyar Kaki, these people are very active. So administration men, these people play a very important role. You need a break. Abhi, there are questions. There are questions because in the second part we can take it. Just take at the 15th question. Just look at a Khalji wala question. Then we can take a break also. Yes. Khalji rulers sought to expand their territorial influence through military conquest. Malik Kafur was sent to South India. The Khalji dynasty aimed at establishing a vast and powerful empire. ठीक है? ये भी सही है. Yes. What I told you is administration was involved in मतलब आपने policies तो लगा दी लेकिन you did not saw the time in which the policy was introduced, तनख्वाह was introduced, then there was no person जो counterfeit currency. अब मान लिया कल दिन गवर्नमेंट ने एक नोट निकाला से मतलब लोग नोट छापना शुरू कर दिया, फर्जी में तो यही है. तो what is the point of that currency? लोगों ने नोट तो अभी भी छापना शुरू कर रखा है ना, 500 रुपए के नोट्स आते हैं, लेकिन यार I don't know, since we look at this 500 note, it looks very jolly, no? It looks like, it doesn't look like 500 का note. Earlier note was like, it used to look like a note ना. Now you don't differentiate between 200 का और 200 रुपए का, ऐसा लगता है वो चूरन के साथ नहीं आते, yellowish. You understand what I'm trying to say? So sometimes it's yeah. Jai Mata Di wala, there was a coin with me. I've got it many times, like a lot of times. क्या करें? गाइस 5 मिनट का ही ब्रेक लो, ठीक है? उसका विजय का भी स्टार्ट करना है, फिर हम लोग थोड़ा सा, ठीक है? Okay. Guys, simultaneously what is happening is in the North India we have Delhi Sultanate, and what's happening is in South we have the Great Vijayanagar Empire. Guys, there are certain things I would like to tell you, that this empire, Vijayanagar Empire, is asked in UPSC many times. Mains also, prelims also. Vijayanagar is very important. Okay, just give me a second. Just look at the time period, please. Note down the time period of this. Shall we start? Okay. So what is happening is in the North India we have Delhi Sultanate. In the South we have Harihar and Bukka. It was said that Harihar and Bukka were in the court of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. They were captured by him, and later they were sent to South India. Okay, so they expanded their empire, and it was and in the north we have Delhi Sultanate. Okay, ये तो इंडिया नॉर्थ हो गया ना इसका. गजपति इन द ईस्ट. ठीक है, क्या हुआ? You why don't you break and give it to her also? Okay. But it's not ये हाथ से नहीं उठता. अच्छा ये वाला है. Okay. Where did you get it from? Nice. Okay. So you're getting what I'm trying to show is in the south we have like Karnataka area, we have Vijayanagara, then we have Gajapatis, we have this thing, and simultaneously we have Bahmanis, who are also associated with Muslim, because Bahmani is also a Muslim ruler. Okay. So the time period, as you can see, is 1336 by Harihara and Bukka. Broke away from Delhi Sultanate and established independent state in Karnataka on the banks of Tungabhadra river. ये हम लोग आए, अब इसका भी शुरू हो गया. Okay, so what are the sources that we have in our disposal? There were a lot of foreign travelers who traveled during this period. One of the very important is Niccolo de Conti. He visited Vijayanagar Empire during the time period of Devaraya I. There was Abdul Razak, Persian, came in the time period of Devaraya II. Domenico and Payas and Barbosa visited during Krishnadevaraya, and Nunes, who visited during the time of Achyutadeva Raya. As we see in Delhi Sultanate, we had a lot of Sayyids and slave and all. Still, here we have also different sub rules under Vijayanagara. Please write down all of them if you want to. If you can paraphrase it, just do it. And all the sources, all the accounts are important for prelims. Everything. इसके अलावा भी लिखना पड़ेगा. Zoom. She wants to zoom it. Yeah, it's not zooming out. Actually, I'm really sorry, but I hope you can see it on the screen. नहीं हो रहा है. एक बार let me just ask her. अरे ज्योति ये कहाँ गए? ये ना zoom नहीं हो रहा है. एक बार हाँ देख लीजिए. Kids can't see it. Which source? First two. नहीं हो रहा मैडम. ये सबसे लास्ट वाला 5वां जी. अब होगा शायद. नहीं. खोलिए एक बार मैडम. नहीं इसको टच. ये वाला. चलो खैर कोई बात नहीं. नहीं खुलेगा. नहीं तो पेन तो यूज हो रहा है. नहीं आ जाएगा. अरे अभी अब नहीं आ रहा पेन भी. क्या बात हो गई. जी हाँ कोई बात नहीं. बच्चों को बता देता हूँ. Guys, can you, is there problem in seeing this text? In any case, I'll be giving it to you. If you want me to dictate it, I can. Please respond so that I start. Otherwise, I'll this thing, but I'll dictate it to you. No problem whatsoever. नहीं उनको दिख नहीं रहा ना बच्चों. लेकिन नोट क्या हो गया. ताकत आ गई खा के. दौड़ाऊंगा अभी तुमको. बैठ जाओ. If we get the PDF, no issues. Yeah, you'll be. That's not a problem. I hope you get it on time, madam. भिजवा देती ना PDF तो बच्चों को. बिल्कुल. So I don't think there's a problem in giving you the PDF. But the point is, I wanted you to just have a look at it and just do it here only. I'll just dictate it to start with. Then the other things I'll give it to you on PDF. I hope that's not a problem. Lekha and Pooja. The initial things which are very important, what I'll do is I'll dictate you. Otherwise, after that, what I'll do is I'll give it to you in PDF, which you get it in any way. Okay. So the point is, Hoysalas we'll be skipping now for now onwards, because in any case I'll be giving it to you because we have discussed these temples. In Hoysalas, these temples are very important. But as far as this thing is concerned, Vijayanagar, we cannot skip Vijayanagar in any case because that's very important for the prelims. And since we are, so the Vijayanagar Empire, as you can see, the time period is 1336 to 1647, a long time period. Okay, the main exponents are Harihara and Bukka. Please write that. And it's there in the state of Karnataka, present-day Karnataka, on the banks of Tungabhadra. It is said that these people were inspired by Vijayaranya. And that's why Vijayanagara is a city of conquerors. That's what he said. And you see, I'll give it to you, this information in time. There is this time period, culturally, politically, economically, was very prosperous. How? Because you see the present day Hampi. Hampi is it was a cultural capital of Vijayanagara Empire that time. Hampi is in Karnataka. And if you see the architecture of that area, which is a Vaisara style architecture, I showed you that also. I hope you got the PDF also. If we have so much of architectural styles, so much of temples, so much of grandeur, so many people traveling, then the empire must be prosperous. On top of that, it was very tolerant. The Jains were also there. We have Jain caves, there we have Shaiva caves, and there's a mix of North as well as South Indian architecture, that is Vesara architecture. Why? Because it is only these rulers who are ruling in this area. Vijayanagara is signified by VN. They are going to Gajapati, that is Odisha also. They are going to Delhi Sultanate also. So they are inspired, they are conquering here also, and they are going down also. So it's a Vijayanagar's position is very strategic. They, and on not to forget, we have okay, which we'll learn after this. Vijayanagar Empire, 14th century, and foreigners, and very strategic economically speaking. These areas are very fertile. Krishna Godavari region and Tungabhadra region, strategically very important, away from North India. Okay, so what is happening is they have a lot of revenues also, access to Portuguese. We are exporting pepper, we are exporting Indian spices, other things, and we are getting horses, we are getting technology, guns. And mind you, till this time, 15th century, at the time period of Vijayanagar Empire, because it started off at 1396, but in still 16th century. In 15th century, we have handguns. So we are buying guns from horses from Portuguese. And a lot of Christian missionaries are coming to India. A lot of like foreign accounts are being written. On top of that is we have Niccolo di Conti. The spelling is Nichcholo. Deconti, Conti, who Niccolo Conti visited Vijayanagar Empire during the time period of Devaraya I. You just write this, Devaraya I. I'll tell you the time period also. Devaraya I. Every ruler here is important, guys. Then we have Abdul Razak, who is a Persian who comes to the court of Devaraya II. And he talks about the beauty, the grandeur of it. Okay. Now, these are some of the rulers, including the great Krishna Devaraya. What happens is this rule is at the strategic position, is having the influence of Muslim rulers, having the influence of South Indians also. So we have a different style which is called known as Vesara style. Why is Vesara style important? Because of the very cultural reasons. The most important thing is Krishna Devaraya or the rulers themselves were very culturally driven. Though they were Shaivites, but we had patronage of Muslims, patronage of Christians, patronage of other religions. Now there's a famous term called Nayakas. Nayakas are like Iqtadars. So Nayakas are like Iqtadars who are local leaders who are under the grand name of Vijayanagar Empire. Since the central rule is based in Hampi, and a lot of rulers are there in south, like deep south. Though they have not very good relations with Bahmanis. Adil Shah was a Bahmani ruler who was very much, and what he does is he comes into the because he cannot come to the Hampi because he's not that efficient, but he captures Goa a lot of times. A lot of times what happens is, because the very important port is Goa port, and Goa is culturally very important. Tab bhi abhi bhi, maybe daru sasti milti ho. So the point is, this port and these ports are very important because Portuguese are coming and trading here. So what Krishna Devaraya does is he says that you can use this port. You cannot capture this port, but you can use this port. So that's why we have so many people coming to Krishna Devaraya's. भाई हिंदुस्तान लोग देखने क्यों आते हैं? आप स्विट्जरलैंड क्यों जाते हो? Enjoy, because it's very serene, it's very peaceful, it's very yes. Okay, then we have Domenico Paes, Domingo, Paes, and Barbosa, Barbosa, who come during Krishna Devaraya's time. Then we have another visitor named Nuniz, Nuniz, who comes at the time of Achyuta Deva Raya. Achyuta Deva Raya. ACHYUTH Okay, inscriptions you can write, but the point is you can write it from your this PDF also. Again, very important. There are different sub dynasties within the Vijayanagara Empire. The first is the Sangama dynasties, SANGAMA, Sangama, which rules from 1336 to 1486. Then we have Saluva dynasty, then we have Tuluva dynasty, then we have Aravidu dynasty, one by one. The Sangama dynasty, first dynasty, rules from 1336 to 1486. Saluva or Suluva dynasty, SALUVA dynasty, rules from 1486 to 1506. The Tuluva dynasty, which is the third one, rules from 1506 to 1565. Tuluva, Krishnadeva is a Tuluva. And on the last we have Aravidu dynasty, that is ARAVIDU, which rules from 1570 to 1647. And from this time onwards, we had Mughals rule. We have Portuguese. Please remember, we have to draw parallels. Okay, so the dynasty, first thing first, the establishment of Vijayanagara and Bahmani kingdom were a result of assertion of power by provincial officers like Harihara and Bukka. Like Harihara and Bukka. And Alauddin Hassan Baham Shah or Bahman Shah, BAHMANSHAH, respectively. Bahman Shah किसका लीडर है? Bahmani का. Very good. Just write Ibn Battuta is a Moroccan who comes to this court. The foreigners who traveled were Ibn Battuta, who was a Moroccan, IBN BATUTA. हाँ, Niccolo di Conti is a Venetian, उसमें लिख लो. Venetian is a Moroccan. Abdul Razak is a Persian, आपने लिख लिया है. Domenico Pias is a Portuguese, ये भी आपने लिख लिया होगा. Please write about Devaraya I. Devaraya I, who ruled from 1406 to 1422. Very capable ruler, 1422. Very capable ruler, who constructed a dam across Tungabhadra. He modernized Vijayanagar army by improving cavalry, employing Turkic archers, TURKIC archers, and procuring horses from Arabia and Persia. He modernized the Vijayanagar army by improving cavalry, employing Turkic archers, and procuring horses from Arabia and Persia. Why horses? Because they were of superior quality. यहाँ के horses इतने अच्छे होते नहीं है. आपने देखा होगा मिडिल ईस्ट के सीरियल्स में भी हॉर्स बहुत बड़े बड़े होते हैं और तगड़े होते हैं. ओके Okay, then we have next ruler is Krishna Devaraya. The time period is 1509 to 1529. He's a Tuluva dynasty ruler. 1509 to 1529. That makes it kitna time? 20 years. Okay, he's known as Andhra Bhoja or Andhra Pitamaha. Andhra Pitamaha. Though he was a Vaishnavite, he respected all religions. He employed Alasani Pedanna, and he was a poet. His important works include Manu Charitam. इसको स्टार कर दो. This is very important. Manu Charitam and Hari Kantha Saram. Hari Kantha means gala, Saram. Tenali Ramakrishna, another scholar. Tenali, Tenali. Or Tenali Ram, author of Panduranga Mahamatyam. भाई मेरी राइटिंग समझ में आती है ना तुम लोग को? पांडुरंगा महामात्यम. It should be clear, it should be legible, it should be readable. You know, there's a thing called voice and diction coach. अब तुम लोग कभी इधर आओगे तो पता चलेगा. We do singing also. तलफ़्फ़ुज़ is very important. मेरी बात आप तक पहुंचनी चाहिए. You know, there's a thing called tala and bhava. In क्या होता है कि there's a difference between खाली and खाली. खा अंदर से आ रहा है. बेखबर. There's a difference. बेखबर and बेखा. तलफ़्फ़ुज़, pronunciation. Same goes with your writing कि मुझे खुद ही नहीं समझ में आ रहा है. So please make sure ओपन टू कि मेरे को ई नहीं समझ में आ रहा, क्योंकि मैं थोड़ा बचपन में अच्छा था ना पढ़ने में, तो ये मेरी बचपन की गलती है. सो बट आई एम वर्किंग ऑन इट. ठीक है, अब मैं सब कुछ तो नहीं सुधार सकता, बट आई एम ट्राइंग. एवरी डे आई एम लर्निंग फ्रॉम यू गाइस आल्सो. लुक एट हिज हेयर. तो लर्निंग हेयर, मुझे भी बताना था बाल कैसे. बट यार दिस पोर्शन इज नॉट, क्या करें, थोड़ा बाल मिलेंगे, ले लेगा. ओके चलो. पांडुरंगा महामात्यम. ठीक है. देन ही हिमसेल्फ, कृष्णदेवराय हिमसेल्फ रोट अमुक्त मलयदा. ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है भाई. ये किसमें है? तेलुगु में. Who wrote this? कृष्णदेवराय. जम्बावती कल्याणम. Jambavati Kalyanam is also written by in Sanskrit. This is written in Sanskrit. He built Vithala Swami temple and Hazara Ramaswamy temple. Hazara Ramaswamy and Vithal Swami. Vithal कौन है? Vithal Swami. Sri Krishna's incarnation, or South Indian, or a Deccani, this thing is Vithala. The famous temple of Tirupati was greatly developed during his reign or his period. Achyuta is the next. Achyuta Devaraya. ACHYUTA. He is the brother of Krishna Devaraya. Younger brother. Portuguese traveler Fernando Nunes came into his reign only. Guys, these parallels are very important. अपने कमरे में भी ये travelers चिपका दो तुम लोग. ठीक है? Nunes, N-U-N-I-Z. Guys, what I'll do is we make short videos out of these, which will, ठीक है? I'll give it to you also with visuals and all. Administration of Vijayanagar. Short, जल्दी से. The kingdom was divided into different administrative units called the governor of the mandalams was called Nayak. And Nayaks, mind you, were very powerful during this reign. And a lot of Kshatriyas and also Brahmins were also involved in this thing. Okay? Army. Vijayanagar's most important asset was Amar Nayaka system. This only, who are ruling the mandals, like the zamidars. Top grade officers of the military were नायक्स और पॉलीगार्स? And polygars. Yes, guys. You see, just to add to what I said, 1857 का revolt हुआ था. There were so many revolts before 1857, like 1805 Vellore revolt, Vellore mutiny against these polygars. ठीक है भाई? These people zamindars got powers in North India, and these polygars nayakas got powers in South India. 400 साल तक these people extracted revenues. Somewhere or the other, there has to be a reaction, because every action has a reaction. So we did have revolts in Uttar Pradesh, in South India against these polygars. Just to link, भाई अब मॉडर्न आने वाला है 4-5 क्लासेस के बाद. प्लीज जितना तुम्हें ज्ञान है, तुम्हें ऐसा लग रहा है, तो ठीक है, उसको और टाइट कर लो और पढ़ के आओ. अच्छा है, मॉडर्न में तो तुम लोग पढ़ोगे वैसे, ठीक है, बिकॉज इट विल बी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. ठीक है, आई माई सेल्फ इज वेरी मच ऑफ बिग फैन ऑफ ऑल द डिबेट्स एंड ऑल. मेरे को टाइम नहीं है तो मैं वर्ल्ड वॉर भी पढ़ा था, बट वो पूछते नहीं है. ठीक है, we'll be having a very good debate when I'll be teaching Bengali nationalist movement. Like, what is the Bengali movement of 1905? कौन है 1904 के revolutionists? Guys, just write. अभी इसको लिख लो, फिर मैं बताता हूं आपको. These polygars were granted lands called amrams. AMARAM. Amram. In lieu, LIEU. In lieu, बदले में मतलब. In lieu of their services, while soldiers were paid in cash. Usually, soldiers were usually paid in cash.
Introducing the Prelims Target course and Prelims test series at ProdEgyIAS. Designed for UPSC Prelims 2026, this comprehensive program offers in-depth classes on history, geography, science and tech, environment, polity and governance, and economy. Stay updated with current affairs and sharpen your skills with our Prelims test series consisting of 50 full-length tests covering all subjects along with CSAT. Join ProdEgyIAS and stay ahead.